Today I'm going to do a review on a New Balance shoe which is called the RC5000. The RC5000 by New Balance is marketed as a racing flat, so it's predominantly supposed to be worn on the track or on road races up to 10k. It's not marketed as a shoe that you should be wearing over 10k distance. But then again, you bear in mind that the Lunar Racer, the Nike flat that I talk about a lot in my other videos, is also marketed as a 10k shoe, and I have worn that, over many marathons and through all my training for years. So it's just a case of, finding out whether it's going to work for you in your training and racing, and seeing whether it's going to be an effective shoe for your form and your gait to not cause you injuries and things. So I just got back from running. I had a half marathon yesterday, which was the Burnham Beaches half marathon. I ran it in 1:33, which is 5 minutes slower than my current PB that was set in March this year, but it was a very hilly marathon. And also I'm suffering a bit lately. I've been a bit poorly, but I'll do another video on that shortly. And also a runner which I feel a bit better about, running slower than I should have done yesterday possibly, but a very well known famous runner called Phil Wicks actually ran the race that I ran yesterday, and he's currently ranked as 4th in the UK for the marathon. His half marathon PB is 1:02, and he ran yesterday's course in 1:07, so given that he had 5 minutes added on, that he ran it 5 minutes slower, I was pleased that I also ran 5 minutes slower, because it showed that I wasn't lagging behind or lacking in any effort. So bit of a sidetrack there. If we go back to the New Balance RC5000, I ran in this shoe tonight. I've actually had these shoes for a while, but never actually dared to wear them outside, just because there's just nothing to them at all. They're completely feather light. It's the lightest shoe I have ever owned. They weigh in at, I think it's about 3.5 ounces, which compared to the Lunar Racer, which weighs about 7.5 ounces, it's just ridiculously light. The reason I haven't worn them before is just because I have had 2 metatarsal stress fractures, and because there's literally nothing here, it's literally pancake flat. I didn't want to put my body under the kind of risk of getting another metatarsal stress fracture, but they've been sitting around for ages, and I just thought tonight, sod it, I'm gonna try them out. They probably won't be the shoe that I train in daily, just because I do have to have that kind of safeguard, especially as I have a marathon in just over a month that is a real key race for me, and I just can't be messing too much around with the things that I wear and the way that I train. But just a little bit of background on my run in the shoe tonight. I ran 10k, just under 10k, 6.1 miles in the shoe tonight at 7-minute mile. I found them really, it was almost as if I'd taken the stabilizers off, which is the way that I felt when I first tried out the Lunar Racer, from going from the Nike Pegasus to the Lunar Racer, and now obviously transitioning from the Lunar Racer to a different brand altogether, New Balance, and a different model of shoe. So yeah, instantly when I just tried them out, it was literally amazing. It really was like a barefoot feel, without going, the whole sort of into Vibram 5 fingers or those kind of sandals that people run in at the moment. The sole of the shoe is deceptively durable. It has a kind of, it's similar to the Nike waffle pattern, this kind of black plasticky texture on the shoe, which I really didn't think would last at all, but it's held up quite well, aside from this small panel here, which seems to be, you can see it there, it seems to be just sort of peeling off slightly, so I'm going to put a bit of shoe glue on that and hopefully they'll work out well. But this part here is a really kind of lightweight foam. It's called, it did have a name on it somewhere. Some kind of like innovative foam, but it's crazy light. And then the upper part of the shoe is made of a sort of almost like a honeycomb structure, and it's like a kind of second skin. It really does fit like amazingly to your foot, and it's really, really, really thin as well. A lot of people have said that these shoes do come up big, but I haven't found that myself. I take a UK 7 in these, which is the same size that I take in Lunar Racers, and given that I'm a UK 6 or even a UK 5.5 in normal shoes sometimes, I would say that they run narrow and tight fitting like a general racing flat would. So I would say order a size up in these from your normal shoe, or whatever you take in racing flats currently, whether, you know, if you take a UK 9 in a Lunar Racer, I would get a UK 9 in these because I think they're similar fitting. The way that they felt in terms of comfort, they were very sort of flexible and very, you know, natural and soft feeling. But one gripe that I did have that I don't notice with the Lunar Racers, which is odd given they have more material, is that they felt very hot. Like my feet got really hot in them, which is really odd because I wore the same socks as I obviously wear with my Lunar Racers when I train all the time, and I did feel my feet were really, really hot in them. Not sure why that is, because, you know, it is such a thin material, and I'm really not sure why that is, but it was just something that I felt. They're marketed as you can wear them with or without socks, but I would not wear this shoe without a sock because I can see that, you know, even though it has sort of like a seamless inner, because my feet were getting so hot, I think that it would definitely lead to blisters. So I really wouldn't use, you know, go sockless with these. Are there any more comments that I had on the shoe? The next New Balance shoe that I'm going to try out, because I probably will just keep this for shorter races. I've ordered a pair off the internet called the New Balance Minimus. There's a whole range of Minimus shoes, but these ones were currently on offer on sportshoes.com, so I took a bit of a punt on them, and I'm looking forward to receiving them because they have a different sole. They don't have this kind of plastic black sole, they have a complete Vibram sole on them, which is obviously, you know, the same sole as is on Vibram 5 Fingers and all the Vibram branded shoes, so hopefully that will be more durable and I'll feel like more confident in it. So I think just because from a personal perspective, because I've had stress fractures in my feet before, I wouldn't wear this as a daily training shoe, but I do think it would be an excellent shoe. You know, it's made for pure speed in a 5k or a 10k on the track or on the road. Keep watching my videos because I am slowly transitioning from Nike products to New Balance, just because I think there's a few reasons why. I'll go into it in another video. I'm not completely shunning Nike products, obviously, because, you know, I love Nike running gear, but there are a few reasons why I have been making just subtle switches at the moment, and testing out new things and reminding myself that you know, if a product does tick all the right boxes, whether it's apparel or shoes, you know, if it ticks all the right boxes, it doesn't necessarily have to have a tick on it for it to be good. So keep tuned, and I will update you on the New Balance Minimus when I get them, and also I've ordered a few New Balance race vests, so I'll give you a quick review on those as well. Alright, keep tuned.